hey, this is a little off the cuff because, I was thinking about content for the channel and I was like, oh, you know what, I could do like a little haul thing. What brought this on is I was out grocery shopping in Walmart and I got it upside down. TIE Interceptor and a TIE Fighter. I already have a X-Wing. And I thought these two would be cool. I'm gonna hold off putting them together because I'm working on the X-Wing now. I'm painting it, and I'm working on the Starship Enterprise, painting that. And if the next payday, if they have but they had these for $11 each, so I said, hell yeah, I kind of wanted those. So they had the Defiant from Deep Space Nine as well. If it's still there next payday, I'll probably grab that. And then, I had to stop for another place, and I always check out the Hot Wheels at the very minimum. And I pick up maybe 3 or 4 Hot Wheels every month or so. But I saw a Batmobile I don't recognize, so I just went, grab it. And then this car just caught my eye. I just having the big souped up engine in a family sedan cracked me up. Sometimes I buy these for fun. Sometimes I just like the car, and like this one, I just like the car. I just thought it was a cool looking car. Sleek, kind of futuristic, Again, there's no rhyme or reason. Some of them are funny, some of them are I just like, and I literally just open them up and then put them somewhere and then boom. But these models I'm going to keep in the box for a little bit until I got my more dedicated space for display, because again, I'm working on the X-Wing now. I got a very small space for that X-Wing and the Enterprise, and after that I don't really have space here, and I don't want to put these models together and they get broken in storage. So that whole drama keeps on giving, so I'll shut up about that, but I will get into my space soon. Maybe a year, but soon. Alright, let's and how I'm going to do this is, I'm going to shoot this when I get them, and then, I'll cut it off and I'll edit it all together later. I don't think you're going to get too much glare because I've opened these up and just checked them out. From A Song of Ice and Fire miniatures game, Dark Star Written You. Just an infantry force for the Dorn Martell, House Martell army. Haggard and Pikemen for the Renly Baratheon set. Just a bunch of pikemen. Not too excited about painting those, but I do want those as game pieces. I mean, I'm probably not going to play the game anymore. Got a really good deal on the Iron Victory crew. 20. Both of these were 20. This was 25. The Haggard and Pikemen was 25. These two were 20. Normally 40. So again, I take that as a good deal. But yeah, this is of course for Greyjoys. Man, I drew a blank. I forgot who the Greyjoys were. I like the way these models look, though. I think they look awesome. Yeah, these are ones of the models. These are probably my favorite. I'm gonna like putting purple on these guys, and these guys again is just for a game piece. Even though I doubt I'll ever play the game again, but give it a shot, right? Okay. Anyway, slowly but surely getting to the point where I am done with this. I know Simon says that, oh no, we're going to keep doing this game. We're going to keep doing this game. I don't see how. Their debts are too high. And yeah, I'm just going to grab what's left for now and move on in my life, because that seems to be the way to do it. So I just thought, I haven't been talking about comics lately. So my mom went to the library, and this was on the table for free. While I don't, I'm not the biggest fan of how they handled Sam as Cap. I like the idea, and it's free, so I don't have to worry about it. And then Uncanny X-Men. So, again, didn't have to pay for it. I haven't read it yet. I flipped through it. Doesn't look too hot, but yeah. I mean, free comics is free comics, right? I've been getting these slowly. This actually stretches back to the end of August, but Amazon has had these for 25 bucks each. So I grabbed Marvel 2-in-1 Thing, which is really, you know, one of my favorite series of all time. I have all the books in here, but I did get it just to have a kind of a reading copy. Same with this one. I have a complete run of the series. I think I'm missing 2 books. But it is one of my favorite series just because it really introduced me to the Marvel Universe. I'll never forget that cover there. You know, so many characters I learned. And then I picked these up. I've got scattered bits and pieces of these runs, but Avengers, which features Avengers 200, which is the most messed up book in history. If you don't know what happened to Miss Marvel in that book, pick it. You know, just Google it. It's messed up, man. It's so messed up. Even as a kid, I thought that was messed up. And then finally, this one, which is pretty cool. You know, back when Star Fox and Captain Marvel were in, aka Photon was in the Avengers. It's a pretty interesting run. I have a few from this run, but I flipped through it and it's like, oh, this has got some cool stuff in it. So yeah, again, just picking up comics here and there, mostly collections. I still pick up comics if they're in the dollar bin, because hell, they're in the dollar bin, man. I'll spend like $20, $30 on comics in the comic bin. But, you know, sometimes I pick up these collected editions just to kind of, you know, have a read through, and it's interesting the different areas and time frames some of these go through. 70s and 80s especially. I mean, it's a lot easier to get these than to try to hunt down all the copies. It's just as ridiculous at prices on even some of the most common comics in some places. Of course, I'm talking about places that don't want to sell anything because, you know, they want the prestige. But that's another beside the point. Anywho, that's about I'd say about 2 months worth of comics right there. Just again, I do go to local comic shop, but I usually pick up toys there. And maybe some stuff from the dollar bins. I should probably show some of that sometime, right? Yeah, I probably should. But for right now, that's what I got. Okay, and another one through the door. Panthro. I was surprised at this one. This one was around, I want to say 15 bucks. It was on sale. I just caught it at a moment sale and I said, hell yeah. I should be getting Tigra next. And then I'll be done with the Thunder Kitties. The Thunder Kitties will be loose. And that'll be the end of that. I don't know if I'll get the kits if they do them or not. You know, it's iffy. And I don't know about any of the mutants either. I'll just do a wait and see attitude on it and see what happens. And, you know, if I don't want it, I'll just decide I don't want it. And that'll be the end of it. And then finally through the door, this thing took 2 weeks to arrive. The slowest shipper I've ever dealt with on eBay, but a great deal. 30 bucks for Caliban Build-A-Figure. And I like it. I like it a lot. I love that storyline where Apocalypse kind of mutates him a little bit more and he gets some real power. And yeah, I just really wanted this figure. I just think he's fun. And yeah, and if you look, he kind of looks like Zatanna, doesn't he? Leave the translucent one alone. And that is October's pickups. Yeah, this will probably be a lighter month the next 2 months. Like I said, Christmas is around the corner. So, you know, gotta deal with that. But then again, you know, I just thought it was a fun way to show what I'm getting. But I'll definitely have Caliban in a video, and I'll have Fanfare in a video, but you know, like I said, some of these I don't put in videos very often, so sometimes I just, boom, they're done, here they are. And I'll just leave it at that. I think it works. Okay, thanks for watching. Do YouTube subs, and you guys take care.